Okay, we're... I thought I fixed that. There we go. Transition to that. Bam. Alright, we are live.
Welcome back to Code Redacted, everybody. Before the stream, Sunny asked us a question for how long has this campaign been going. I think we started near the end of last year, right?
Wow, what a campaign.
Yeah, we haven't... Or was it the beginning of this year?
Beginning.
Yeah, it was the beginning of this year.
Because
Code Redacted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I tried to do a campaign, and then the main campaign that we had was we had players, specifically I think Hugo mostly, calling out all the time, and then we just couldn't keep it up. So now I made Code Redacted, and I decided to make it as part of the story for Oathkeeper, and this is simultaneously going on as the comic. So whatever shenanigans you guys get up to will affect the world of the comic.
Sweet.
I definitely couldn't have done what I wanted to do originally, which was to have these guys play a good campaign, because they have no moral standards whatsoever. So, that's why we do Code Redacted. Now, last time you guys had tapped into the knowledge of Aether and were deciding exactly what you were gonna do, whether you're gonna go to Khalid, the small village that baronet lives in, well, more like lives above, or Adia, which is a little bit further along before Irvin Island, which is a criminal port. And Adia is a small salt mine that, makes quite a bit of cash, and you guys were deciding what you were gonna do. You never settled on something exactly, a plan of action at all, so that is something for you guys to figure out at this moment. You were presented with options last time, but this time now you have your chance to make the choice.
Jovak's gonna ask Aether which has the lowest amount of security to deal with.
And Aether, you would know that it's probably Khalid, but also that security is tight. It may be a smaller detail, but they're definitely on the stronger side and more well equipped because they're well paid.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I have an inn, so I'm not really worried about it.
Does Adia have anything other than just salt mining?
No. I mean, you can ask Aether, but the answer is no.
The question is going to be always directed at Aether, but
yes, Aether.
You be able to provide the information, Jordan. You be able to relay the information. So
yeah. Yeah, you guys know, like Aether, you know that they do have a lockbox that they usually use, because you've robbed your fair share of businesses such as mines before, and you know that they usually keep their money on hand because they do have a decent amount of protection at the mine itself, because
Salt mine.
Who else is gonna put the screws to the miners if they're getting too big for their britches? So, Aether, you know that you guys, one of the things about last session is that you guys didn't come to a concrete plan about what to do about Khalid, since you were just throwing out ideas about, oh yeah, let's torture this guy, let's blackmail this guy or whatever, and you never actually put together a plan. You were just deciding. You haven't decided exactly what to do. That's why.
I wonder if it's fine going the scenic route of trying to gather resources, potentially at the salt mine, and then going to Khaled with another inn as. That's assuming they get their salt from that salt mine, and then going from there, like, because I feel like Khaled is an important stop, and so we certainly have to plan for Khaled.
I mean,
So-
but how long is the journey to Khaled? Like 2 weeks by ship, roughly?
Roughly, yeah.
and then
Oh,
Adia is how long?
Sonny, by the way, if you do want to write down notes, one thing you could do is use the Discord itself, because that's what the code redacted log text channel's for.
Bet.
So no, I'm just letting you know, because some of these guys don't write notes, and Chris is busy running the stream. So
Do your hand notes.
Sorry, I'm back.
that's all right, bro.
So, my question is that the initial goal right now is just to rob this guy. We're not doing anything but robbing him because we want his money, we want his business, we want his. I'm kind of like, that's where I'm trying to figure out right now. What are we?
Yeah, where's the ship journey? Like, what's the ultimate goal?
Well, we did like kind of gather get information that like Khaled has Baronet, and there's
The equivalent
Phase-
one.
or there's a higher up that has potentially an into the Holy Kingdom. So you could try to not rob him, but like infiltrate and blackmail him to get him to like provide an easier way in.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That is assuming if his connection is still there, strong, non-existent, all these different like factors. But like, so that's why I think Khaled is an important stop. But like, I'm not sure if we. I mean, we can just start there and game plan for Khaled, and then on the way, because I'm guessing Khaled Adia is a Khaled. Essentially, the journey would be Khaled, Adia, Irvin. That's the like the stops. So like if we go past Khaled to Adia, we have to come back and then take a longer journey to Irving. So maybe we should just game plan for Khaled.
I think Khaled's the most, I guess, pragmatic stop. Like, it would make the most sense to stop there, because not only can we possibly rob the place, but we can also create political unrest, or at least try to start that.
I'm game for it. So long as I can kill someone, I'm game for it.
Yeah.
I'm down for anything.
It's
We
because
could
you're a hoe.
definitely create civil unrest in Khaled. And then dip, because there's more islands to go to.
I have an idea. Why don't
What's
we
that for?
see while we're in Khaled? Why don't we just so while we have one half of the crew searching for any leads that we can use against the Baronet, we have two people on the outside causing the unrest, like jump on a soapbox and then basically make him a partial martyr. And that's on our team. Basically, we take him away, and we stir up unrest within the townsfolk that way. It's
Well,
not-
yeah, I mean, what we can do is,
Are you
I know
talking
that
about
they're
staging
at-
a coup?
I'm
Like a
saying,
state-sponsored coup?
see, we're heading to another port city, so all we have to do is just upset enough people upset enough people to go and have them keep on running their mouth. And if we make, we have to make a messiah, and then we have to kill him. And then we blame the baronet, and we.
Wait, who are we talking about making a
Well,
martyr?
I can. Go ahead.
I was saying, who are we talking about making a martyr? I thought you were talking about the baronet.
No.
What's his name? We don't have a name, right? Jordan?
You don't have a name, yeah. Like
I thought we were talking about the baronet.
Sonny, Aether hasn't actually met this guy, remember? Like you met, the only time you did was when you were a small child and
Yeah.
it didn't connect, like, your name, the name.
Yeah, he knows my family. So, I mean,
Yeah.
what we could do is we could have the three working on the outside, working the civilians, work separately. One part works the civilians, I work the baronet, so he thinks we're working separately. So there's a separation. We have some insurance there. So he
Okay.
wouldn't suspect the two of... Like, he would be trusting of me, and then I guess have the other guys work separately to create some sort of civil unrest and get people talking. And then the information I receive, we could use that to possibly make a martyr and extort the baronet for money.
That could work. What does the population consist of in Khalid? Is it mixed?
Yeah, it's mostly serfs, so it's like it's a lot of poor people.
I'm
Like
talking about more specifically.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to find out, because that may have changed in the time that since Aether's been there. But Aether, you remember that there's maybe about 30 people total, and
Okay, so we
there's
stick out.
yeah, you guys. It's very much a tight-knit little community, so you guys will stick out. But it's something that you guys can figure out.
What's like the
there a-
predominant occupation? Sorry.
No, you're supposed to ask questions. This is
Okay.
exactly what you're supposed to do.
But
You're
I
doing
cut
good.
him off.
Serfdom?
Basically, servants that clean and cook for him, as well as people that he's got a set, like he basically has his own little farm there, so he's more self-sufficient than anything. You know from your study of the place that he does engage in trade, but it's mostly just to get like luxury goods just for himself. So that's something else.
What if we cut off certain trade routes and then offer a solution? What do you guys think of that?
Sounds good. Or we can cause chaos in his farming land area.
Because the reason why I bring that up is that, like, we would stick out because as far as we know, it's just tight knit community. So, like, we know, like, we are not there. We're not from there. So
no.
if we
Mercury's an
The
elf.
guy knows my family. So the only, like, I'm the only one with, like, a somewhat of an in where I could...
See, the thing is, like, you guys, like I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris. Like, it doesn't matter that you're an elf. It's basically like the difference between an African American and a Nigerian. You know, like, those are two totally different cultures.
Wait, isn't this a human town?
No, it's mixed.
Oh,
It's mixed.
okay.
Like, he just hires whoever's there. But, like, what I'm saying is like, that's what I mean. It's like these there's a complete difference in culture and the way you dress, and the fact that you don't know the language just yet. One thing you can do, I'm going to give you this option. One thing you can do while you're doing this 2 weeks is roll to see how much you learn from Aether. because Aether, I'm pretty sure Aether, you aren't trying to be the face of this group, and you don't want to be just the one that relax, Will, don't roll it just yet, relax. You don't want to be the one that's always talking for people, and I'm pretty sure you want them to also interact.
Yeah.
Unless that's exactly what Aether wants. That's up to you. You'd have to direct message me about that. Just let me know.
Question.
Yeah.
Aether. Would you not suspect the Baronet to be suspicious of your arrival? Since it has been so long.
I don't think he would be totally suspicious. I'm pretty sure I can probably come up with a plausible story as to why I'm here. Like, oh, I'm just passing through. Thought I'd say hello to an old family friend, type of thing.
Okay.
I don't think I would arouse too much suspicion if I went up and just talked to the guy and made nice.
Okay, that could work. I just have to figure you just
Gotta
have
ask, yeah. I don't blame you.
we have to account for variables.
Absolutely.
I think we also need to restock. We are very low on supplies.
Well,
And weapons and armor. Margaret's armor is completely destroyed.
I don't think we are.
Mirkrid kind of chimes in. He's like, "Well, I'll take care of it. You know, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I'll just do some crafting and stuff.
Your
You know,
voice is
I'll
not
do
deep
that.
enough.
I can't do that.
Don't we have a whole stockpile on the ship?
Yeah, I thought
We
we
have
had
a whole stockpile on the ship.
Of weapons, yes. Armor, no.
Right? Oh, I thought we had studded leather on there.
No.
My
Did you?
bad.
Did I say that?
I swear we had I could be mistaken, but I thought.
I mean, let's check the log.
I mean,
Yeah, I
man,
don't see anything.
that is kind of bullshit.
I don't know. Nobody writes anything down.
Yeah, you're
so
playing into.
No, I'm writing
the
shit
play.
down now. I'm like
That's
trying to, because
good.
I like forgot what each island's role was.
yeah. There's no. I didn't see anything. I didn't write
Yeah.
anything down myself about the like the supplies that you had gotten. That Drago had gotten from the ship he sank.
I know some
So
of the
I
other
wrote down that
architects-
he got some sawtooth blades, he got some arquebus, and some of them were higher end. They're more along the lines of Aether's, that they have the reinforced stock and the bayonet. So
Weren't
they
there,
double
like,
as a melee weapon.
swords? Were there
What?
swords too?
Yeah, I did say that. I just said that.
Besides Sawtooth.
Yeah, there were some other swords.
Okay.
But like keep in mind these are just the normal like swords that are available. There's nothing special about them. If you remember correctly, last time Mirkrid was like, you guys have shit weapons." You know? He was talking about how you guys have shit weapons and that he wanted to do something to enchant them. He will take care of that Tyler will take care of that when he comes back. He'll do the rolls and everything, and we'll see what he does. So we'll retcon it next time concerning when he gets back. So I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
But that's but there were some weapons. I do not remember if there were any studded leather armor, but maybe there was. Who knows? I know Aether needs to get. Actually, no, Aether, your armor should be back to normal because that was just a. That was just a. All right, there you go.
Initial setup.
No, it's just that I ran Aether through a
Dry run. Yeah.
a dry run, and we never actually changed that. There we go. I just changed the health on your armor so that it's back to normal. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do now? Like, you guys have a mild plan of attack? Are you gonna refine it? What are you gonna do?
Is there, Javak adjusts Athir, is there any other island or stop before Khaled to potentially restock?
Athir, you're not,
Totally, I'm not totally sure.
yeah, you're not purely because you're not a sailor. You mostly stayed within the kingdom itself. The only reason you know about Irvin is because you are a criminal. Then everything else is just stuff that you know because you've ventured through the different areas, finding out about it and stuff like that. So
Who knows?
Honestly-
Maybe we can get lucky and run into a ship on our way to Khaled. Maybe we can raid it.
Hopefully a smaller ship, yeah. I know there was talk of that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like just taking over, not basically raiding a ship for their supplies, and then if it's small enough and it's large enough for us, maybe something happens to the crew. I don't know.
They disappeared at
Maybe
sea.
we give them each a plank of wood and then throw them overboard. And hope for the best.
Make them walk the plank, like.
I'm more or less. I rather
I
let
feel-
them walk
I
off
feel-
with a cannonball.
Yeah.
I feel walking off is too civilized, and I think we should just throw them. So that was my idea, but
Tie some rocks to their feet.
So.
Oh my
let me,
God.
Could we just put them in the cannon and just blast it and see what happens?
Jesus.
And then get covered in guts.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
unfortunately, Bruno, I'm unsure a potential merchant ship would have a human cannonball-sized cannon on board, so I don't think we can work on it. I don't think that would work.
Let's just tie rocks to their feet and put a bag over their head like they're AJ Soprano.
Oh, your evilness
Oh,
is really
God.
fitting in.
I think what we should do is get some intel. I think what we should do is when we get to port, try to locate the Baronet's shipping line and investigate that before we make any other moves.
We're still on
That's, yeah,
Dogwood
I agree
Road,
with that.
right?
I kind of want to get to the island and just because we're still kind of like it's shooting in the dark. It's kind of a fucking crap.
Yeah, it is a
Well,
crapshoot at the moment.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, if we're still on
Crapshoot.
Drago's ship.
What was that?
I was gonna ask if we're still on Drago's ship, right?
Yeah, you guys are headed to Khaled right now.
Well, I was gonna potentially pose a question to Drago about how often he sees ships out in sea. If that is
Alright.
an option. If not,
Yeah, that is an option.
we can make a straight shoot for Khaled and stick outside far enough so that we're not noticed, and try and like scope out and see how often trade routes are in and out, and then we can kind of like gather some intel that way.
Okay.
Because again, I don't think we should just go straight in. Even though
No.
Athir has an inn,
Mm-hmm.
there's still the rest of us. So you're the one that
Question.
has the inn. The rest of us don't really have the inn.
Answer.
I'm guessing we don't have our like passports, the paper sheets that we had in the other boat. No?
You still do have them, yes.
Is it possible we can use that
Sure.
for this island? Okay.
You're not on an island. It's not an island. It's
Oh, it's not
it's a
island.
coastal town.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another coastal town. Okay.
It's a coastal town. Mhm.
Or
Got
is
it, got it.
this customs paperwork for the entire land, or was it specifically for Adun?
That's a good question. It was for the entire land.
Okay. Yeah. Then
Okay,
maybe we
okay.
do have.
We got like an
Maybe-
EU passport.
Yeah. Basically, except like these people are definitely a lot more competent than the EU, but they're scarily competent. That's because I love making you guys have
Oh
to
my god, we're trying to
face
cause
that.
a Brexit, pretty much.
That's
That's literally
less,
we're trying to create some form of civil
less,
unrest. We're doing a Brexit.
less Brexit and more along the lines of what America did to Libya. So just collapse the government and stuff like that, and
In the name of
take
patriotism.
advantage in the name of patriotism.
name of
Take over in the name of freedom. Yeah. So basically, what you guys are trying to do is actually you haven't talked to them about what they're trying to do exactly. You have, but they never went into detail. So maybe now would be the time, since you are curious about what their goals are.
Yeah, so what the fuck are y'all trying to get done here? Now's the time for talking.
See, we are working for the Empire, and we are under orders to collapse their system of government. I'm not too sure exactly what the end goal is. That's not our problem. Our job is to...
I mean, you were told what the end goal was.
We have a year to accomplish this.
Jordan, there's things that I was trying to withhold.
Okay, I'm letting. I wasn't saying that in character or anything like that. I was letting you know just in case you didn't.
Yeah.
So go.
So,
Pay attention.
what have you accomplished?
Getting on the boat.
Getting a boat?
Getting on the boat. That's what we've
Yeah.
accomplished.
Okay, so this is kind of...
You can.
Just
Lowry is walking by as he's heading to get some rest, and he's like, he just like looks at you as you say that. He's like, no, you made us all wanted men. So good job. He just walks away.
So,
He doesn't
Yeah,
say
but
it
you-
specifically to you, by the way, Forrest. He says it to all of you minus Aether.
I'm gonna say.
But he specifically does look at Bruno. He's like,
I'm gonna say, as he's walking away, I thought y'all were pirates. That was par for the course.
he turns
Eh.
back around and he's like, no. No, see, we are privateers. All right, what we do is we hunt other countries' stuff and then give it to the Empire. That's the way we do things. We're honest working men.
that's
and then
steal
he-
for a living.
Yes, you get it. You get it.
To me, that sounds like semantics with extra steps.
Yeah.
He just sighs and he's like, semantics are the extra steps, asshole, and then he just goes to sleep.
He's on the misinformation board.
Oh my god. So, he goes to sleep. Continue where you guys left off.
So, why'd the Empire pick you?
Look at Chris.
Because we're evil.
Uh,
That's not in that's just a throwaway line.
Oh, I know.
That's a callback to Drago.
That's an aside.
That's a callback to Lewis's character bringing up a Justice League reference,
Oh my
the animated series. Because we're evil.
Oh god.
I don't question Commander Jodang. I just do what he wants.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll
that's
just
what they
pick
said
that
in
random.
trials, right?
We're the same as Lowry. We're privateers. with air quotes.
Oh man.
Let
You
me run a
guys.
deception check. This sounds sus as fuck.
Perception?
Perception, excuse me.
Okay, yeah. Deception's when you're lying. Perception is
Nice,
when you're trying to see they're lying.
I mixed up the words.
No, I know. That's why I'm letting you know.
Fuck, yeah, login.
21 total.
That's really good.
One
What
second.
would she perceive with that?
1 second. I wasn't logged in, so I gotta get my character.
So what I was talking about, Commander Jode, with me is not necessarily false. I haven't been with Commander Jode for long,
Mm-hmm.
but I have.
That's true.
I do have some grievances that against the Empire, and I personally need a way to get stronger, because there's no way I can accomplish this by myself.
Oh, are you saying that, or is that just?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
you're saying that in character?
In character.
Oh shit!
Read between
Wow.
the lines, Jordan.
No, I'm saying that that's really honest for any single one of Chris's characters ever.
Well,
Okay.
you know, Voxic was just a rabid dog on the loose.
I just literally flashed back to the Dark Knight. Me, I'm just a rabid dog. I wouldn't know what to do if I got the car.
That's really good.
Oh, thank you. I've practiced.
In the mirror before you go to work.
Absolutely, it's the only way I make sure that I don't go insane.
Portraying an insane character. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you gotta let loose, you know, you gotta release the tap.
And rob a bank.
I guess for my character, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. But I don't have enough. I don't have the same detail as Forrest. I'm just
He's just a rabid dog.
yeah. I'm just a hired gun.
So if I help you guys out with this island and get you where you need to go, is there any chance this general will have an idea of who I am? Or the feds will be made aware? The feds will raid my server.
The way Commander Jode operates, we all operate in the dark. Nothing comes to light.
Yeah, we're
Shadow
is it,
Ops.
exactly like we do what's the word? Like
Compartmentalization.
yeah, but we operate like
Oh,
exclusively
and
with black
you're a
sites,
terrorist cell.
shit like that. Yeah.
Because you're a terrorist cell. Yeah.
And when you guys do get found out, the FBI is like, we had our eyes on them.
The whole time.
We had our eyes on. We were aware.
We've
Yeah.
been monitoring
This
everyone.
is like a handshake type deal. There's no contractual obligation other than the fact that like you might be disappeared if you weren't successful.
You might disappear if you were successful too.
So then, what's the payoff?
Well, all I can say is the payoff is that I will be given power.
Will or won't?
I will be given power. This is just one more step in the in my grand scheme.
Saddam Hussein.
I'm thinking more Gaddafi.
Oh my god.
Zelensky.
Oh my god.
All I know is I want to start my cult. And if I complete this mission, I can probably do that.
Cult of what?
My
Scientology.
religious coach.
Following what religion?
It's a secret.
Atheism.
He's gonna become a Mormon.
He's gonna become a Mormon.
He's gonna put on a chastity belt before he goes into battle.
I would finally be accepted by the Empire.
Was there like Jim Crow or something going on in the Empire that's barring you from being accepted?
No, but I was discarded by my clan, and so I have to prove myself. So this is my test.
So this is like your Jon Snow arc.
Sure.
That's close.
It is.
I want to
It
get to
is.
this island.
Well, I mean, it's not an island.
Yeah, the coastal town. Fuck.
Should I make it an island for you guys?
I like
No,
coastal
no,
town.
it's good.
Okay. I know why you're so nervous. You're like, there's only one route of escape if it's an island. Just the ship. We have to rely on the ship again. But anyway, so you guys kind of have an idea now. Did you get my DM, Sonny, about what I said? Check it.
Let me check.
Yeah. Think about it. It's something you gotta think about.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can figure something out. Let's see. The next step for you guys. You wanted to ask something of Drago, Jovak.
Yeah.
So you would head to the captain's cabin.
Yeah. I'll knock on the door.
Alright, he's like, you can hear a voice being like, who is it?
It's Jovak, sir.
Alright, 1 second. And he's like, and you can hear some hushed whispers and some giggling and stuff in the room. As both male and female giggling. And then he opens the door and he's got like his shirt half open and it's like he hastily put it on and his hair is mussed and like his breeches are only half tied and he's like yes, and he has like the door like semi closed. He's like holding it and he's like, yes, do you need something? Yeah.
I was wondering,
On
our way, how often do you come across other ships?
What? Oh, what was that? Oh yeah. Other ships. I don't know. You can see like a male hand coming across over his chest, and he's like, "Stop!" And then you can see a female hand coming from on the other side up. He's like, he smacks that one. And he's like, "Stop it! Look, it's trying to do business. Listen, just give me 1 second." And he closes the door on you, and and you can hear him you hear the smack of like a hand hitting flesh, and like a yelp, but like it sounds more playful than pained. And then he's like, and then you hear another one, and and then he's like, he opens the door and he comes out. He's like, "I'm sorry, they were misbehaving."
Okay. I was gonna do something, but okay.
What were you going to do? And he gives you like a little smirk. He's like,
"Nah,
you're going to join?"
When the door closed with that whole interaction, I was gonna grab my clan pistol, and with the butt of the revolver, knock on it some more to be more serious. But it opens quicker.
He's
so.
like, look, it's okay. Come on, let's go up to the wheel. Come. He goes up to the. He follows. You follow him up. You can see at the wheel that there's one of the guys that you can see is Brian. He looks a little nervous at the wheel, and you see Drago just come up and tap him on the shoulder, and he's like, "Look, it's okay. I'll take over now, alright? Don't worry." Brian's like, "Oh, he's like, I don't know how you do it, Captain. That's really stressful." He's like, and he says that, but you look around, the seas are calm.
Yeah, I'm gonna like give like a question and look like.
It's like, look,
how hard is it to keep the wheel straight?
It's not hard, but it's scary. Anything could happen. Anything. He's still kind of like getting over all the crazy shit that's happened in the past couple weeks with you guys. So he's like, he was literally in prison until he was broken out by Drago and everything, and you don't know what happened to him there. But he's just.
Well,
like,
I was gonna address Drago and say it.
Oh, you're addressing Drago? Oh, well, Drago responds. He's like, well, Brian responded to you because he knew you were talking about him. He has decent.
I was gonna say like, I think he like had like.
He read the social cue.
Yeah, I think you have a weak link in your crew, Drago. You sure he should be above deck?
He's okay. Don't worry. I just wanted to give him a little bit of responsibility so that he feels like he's an essential part of the crew beyond, just peeling potatoes and for Hugh. So.
Would I know that he was in prison?
Yeah, like
okay.
Everybody, you guys were all mostly captured. Remember?
I'm aware of the need for fresh air, but like. Maybe the wheel is not the best spot for this guy. Just my opinion. But I don't know.
He comes up and he pats you on the shoulder. He's like, Jovak. It's okay. Like, look at the seas around us. It's calm, right? Don't worry. It'll be okay. That's the reason I had him come up here. To get over some of his nervousness. So, what is it you wanted to talk to me about? You wanted to know about how often we see ships? I mean, it really depends. I don't know these waters. If this were back in the Empire and we were talking about shipping lanes between the Empire and South and whatever clans we have treaties with, or those of them that were delivering to the Galan Isle, I would know more, but I honestly don't know much about the sea here. I would need... We didn't steal the one thing I needed while we were over there in Adun.
That's my point. That's my concern exactly. Is
and I
run into a merchant or a merchant ship.
We wouldn't
potentially be stuck, but
we wouldn't know.
The waters are unfamiliar.
Like, I will say, we have no stock to sell, but we did restock in food and in whatever items we needed concerning that were anything perishable. That is one thing I made sure to do while we were raiding that ship. The one thing is, in Adun, we needed to really hit the harbor master's office, and we didn't get the chance to because everything went to shit so quickly and spectacularly. So,
talk it up to unfamiliar lands. Oh.
Look, I am sorry. I will be the first one to tell you. I always own up to my shit. I am so sorry. I did not know that they knew our language. I did not think that they would these savages who have serfs and these. You take one look at their town and you can tell that the class divide is immense.
You can tell they read Marx.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I'll pat Drago and say, well, now we know, and we can just prepare better. But I think we should just head straight for Khaled. Potentially stay far enough to gather intel, and if we happen to run upon a merchant ship, then we get lucky,
Well,
and
look,
maybe we can get that. But I think that might be
it really
dependent.
is gonna be dependent on luck. So, speaking of that, I want Sunny
Mm-hmm.
and Chris and Will and Alex. I want all four of you. I want all of you to roll a D100. It's a
Okay.
it's a percentile dice. So 1D100.
Let's choose from.
Hold on, I have to type this up, people.
Let's go with the hollow.
12.
Hey.
Let me see.
What? 12?
12.
Okay.
I use shenanigans dice.
Man, Chris, I love you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hand roll this.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I have to re-roll because one landed in the crease.
Rolled a 50.
Oh, nice. All
Is
right.
that good?
It's literally right in the middle.
Half a half.
I rolled a
So I got a
One-
19.
One could say it's mid.
It is. Wait, hold on. Sorry to break. Did you hear Paulie from The Sopranos died?
Really?
Yeah, he died today.
Holy shit. Oh, you're talking
Damn.
about James. Yeah, wait.
No, not
James
James
Caan-
Caan.
not James
Tony
Caan?
Sirico, like the guy who
Oh,
plays
shit.
Paulie from The Sopranos died today.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
My phone was like blowing up.
Oh, wow.
And then I checked one of the notifications and they were like, Paulie died.
Damn.
Back to your
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah,
Rest in
the
peace,
other-
sir.
The other,
Rest in
the
peace,
other
Paul.
day, was it James Caan?
James
died
Caan.
too?
Yeah, what is in the air today? James Caan, Shinzo Abe, and...
CERN just had their Hadron Collider turned on like 2 days ago, on July 5th. Actually, like 3 days ago, on July 5th, CERN turned on their fucking Hadron Collider, and I just blame them.
Yeah, everybody's getting free... Ooh, shit,
Maybe
my
this
phone.
is just the sacrifice we need to get back to the right timeline.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway,
I rolled a 94.
a 94. Okay. All right. So we got a 19, a 12, a 50, and a 94. All right. With that, I think it's time. It's a good time to take a fiver. We will be back in 5 minutes. Thank you all for joining us, and next time we're gonna see what happens as the result of those rolls. So, thank you, Chris.
Leaving you on a...
And if you have you can link your Amazon Prime to it. And you come with 72.
Alright. Hello everybody, we're back. Okay. So, the results of those rolls. For that first week, everything was calm. They didn't run into any other ships, unfortunately. Or fortunately, it really depends on your viewpoint. That second week... Chris, give me some storm music, some stormy effects. They ran into a hurricane.
Katrina.
Don't even start it. They ran into a hurricane. You can hear, you guys are to be honest, you guys are essentially useless when it comes to actually running a ship. The only one that knows anything is Bruno, and he's above deck, and he is running around shouting orders, essentially being a secondary first mate. You know, he's not quite a second mate, but he does know what he's doing. Bruno shouts some random naval jargon if you know any.
All hands on deck. Hold the sails. Someone get to that nest.
There
and
we go.
Check.
Check what? There's no nest. What are you talking about?
Just hold down the sails, mates.
Can I offer help?
Huh?
Can I offer help?
Yeah, but
Yes, I have something for you.
roll a fortitude check, because I need to know whether you have your sea legs yet.
Well, given that I am a rock dwarf, I have circumstance against shove and trip, so that's why I was offering my
But it does nothing against your balance. It's more of like a mass thing versus a balance thing.
But I have a low center of gravity. What are you talking about?
But you also are a rock dwarf. You're made for the mountains. You're literally made for being a landlubber.
15 total.
15 total?
Yep.
Definitely not enough. You try to go up, and then you're literally you start to get in the way of people, and you can hear Lowry like, "Get back down in the hold.
Cool.
Just make sure that the stock is
I was gonna
doesn't
say
get
like,
destroyed. Make sure that the ammunition doesn't get destroyed. Just don't get in the way." And he's saying that like you get sprayed with water, you're completely soaked. You can feel the wind howling. Just does Jovak wear anything on his head, like a hat or anything, or like a hood or a bandana? No.
He has a hood, but it's down. But I was gonna say like as soon as it gets rocky, I was gonna say nope. And start heading down.
Yeah. So you're just like you know remember that gif of that kid that was you. Yeah. This one, wait.
This is week 2. This is week 2.
Yeah, this is week 2. Where is it? There's this GIF. I'll show it to you later. But it was like it's like this black kid who's like, you know? Chris probably knows which one I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I see it in my mind right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was you. That was for basically the last. For the next 5 days straight, that's what you guys had to deal with. You were sailing right through that.
There's a moment of reprieve.
No. That's why I need all of you to make a fortitude save to see whether you guys lost your lunch at any point in time, because it's gonna be crazy.
Run a fortitude check?
Yeah.
So I rolled a 6.
Come on.
You rolled a 6?
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you were just fucking dying.
Shit. 25 total.
Aether is just pure Zen master. Aether is just like, like every time you're like, you take your deep breath in, make sure you hold it. It doesn't even get up your esophagus. You just like, you calm your nausea down. What about you, Rock Dwarf?
Will Wheaton strikes again.
Forest, you're right there next to fucking. You find out.
Arguably, I'm worse. Arguably, I'm worse.
Rolled a net 1.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah.
But I was hand rolling. I didn't dice tower. So
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you guys what happened. Forest, you sir are absolutely miserable this whole time. You're dry heaving. You think that this is it. This is how Forest dies. But no. But here's the funny part. You think you have it really bad, and then you look to your right and you see Jovok even worse condition than you. It's like he's lost all.
I'm slightly gray and now I am pale.
And he's dehydrated. He's like, you can see his cheeks are sunken in. He looks like pure death. He's just like. And immediately, Forrest, you're like, I'm so glad I'm not that guy.
Every time he starts dry heaving, I'm gonna start dry heaving.
So you guys are just like. And Aether.
Other side.
Just the whole. No.
Aether's just like you're trying. This is it's fucking with your mentality for sure, but you're staying strong. You rolled really well. Now, Bruno, what did you roll?
15.
Total?
Yeah.
God damn.
Wait, are you dice, bro?
Huh?
Are you using your dice?
Yeah, I'm using my dice.
Okay. You sure you don't want to come to SuperCon with me and get some new dice?
I wish, but I have to work. I have things to do.
Anyway, Aether, not too long, maybe like 3 days into this storm, you see poor Bruno come downstairs, and he's just like at this point you're trying to make sure everything's like clean and everything, and then you realize that I'm talking not you with here, Bruno, you're just like you're holding everything back as much as possible, right? You know, Bruno, you're doing everything you can.
Am I on the ground?
Yeah, you're on the ground, definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to be the whole time when he comes down. I'm gonna have a bucket attached to my head the whole fucking time. Just the whole time.
Bruno, you were staying strong right up until you heard that. And then it's just another cycle of just like and then you just start letting go, and now you're right next to Forest. You were doing so well right up until you came downstairs to check on them.
I'm gonna say why? Oh god, my stomach.
Aether is the only one.
I'm a dwarf. I'm not supposed to be here.
Aether, would you say that after that first day, or even before the first day ended, you would have done something to cover your ears?
Yeah, I probably would have bought them I would have
Yeah.
put the barrel of the arquebus over my ears.
Yeah, all you hear is just the sound of the grains of gunpowder shifting and that's what you're doing. Now that fifth day comes and everybody, the calm finally hits. The storm is over.
It's over, or are we in the center?
It's over. It's over.
That's why I was asking. No moment of reprieve because we never reached the eye.
Yeah, you never reached the eye. It was just pure storm the whole time. The ship has taken some damage. Mirkrid looked at all of you guys and he's like, y'all are pussies. And then
That's exactly what Mercury would say too.
yeah, he's like, y'all are pussies. This is nothing. My wife would shake me and she would get me nauseated. This is nothing compared to that.
Would she shake you with her invisible hands?
She's real, goddamn.
She goes to another school, guys.
She's just in another country, okay? God.
I can't even oh wait, it's calm now, right?
Yeah.
I'm still not there yet to give a coherent.
Laurie comes down and he's like, wow. He kicks Jovak. He's like, are you alright, mate? You doing alright? Still alive? He kicks Jovak again. He's like,
You kick me again. I'm just.
there we go.
That foot.
He just he starts setting out water for you guys who are doing really bad, and he starts making sure you guys are okay. And he's like, he will come and give you some food and make sure you get something in your stomachs. Make sure you get some citrus. Can't have you getting scurvy now. So we made it through the worst of it, boys. And as he says that, you hear cannon fire.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, I just jinxed it, didn't I? Don't tell the captain I said that. Alright, and he goes upstairs and then he's like, you can hear.
Wait, is there any food and a very large pitcher of ale?
He ignored you as he goes up. He already explained about that.
I need more than water for this cannon fire.
You can, as you guys are now in the comm, but you hear the cannon fire and everything. You know that it's not coming from your ship. It seems like it's being directed at you guys. So does anybody go up to check?
I'm going to go up. As I'm going up, I'm going to be touching between every seam of the wood as I'm going up to inspect what's going on.
You're poking every seam of the wood.
Yep.
I'm gonna call Hockey to fly and investigate.
Hockey hasn't. You haven't seen Hockey since the storm started. I need you to roll a survival check for Hockey.
Wait, what? Oh my god. Okay, let me see.
Sprung that on you.
Let's see.
Look at his eyes, they're so wide. He's like, oh god, Hockey better be alright.
Okay. Okay, so it's a 20.
Nat 20 or regular 20?
Regular 20.
The dirty 20, alright.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know where my baby is at. Oh my god.
Baby Jet, you don't know where he went.
I had him since he was in his egg.
You don't know where Hockey went.
He's probably downstairs somewhere
Maybe, who
in
knows?
one of those cells. Hold up until the hurricane's gone.
I mean, the hurricane is gone. Where's Hockey? What are you gonna do?
You are downstairs, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
I'm telling the crew, go find my bird.
And like, if you say that, do you actually say that?
Well, in a more nicer way, be like, has anyone seen Hockey?
Nobody answers you.
Jesus.
Mostly because they're busy right now. You can hear Drago yelling orders. You know, making sure all sails. He's going full sail. Everything's going. And as you go up to check Forest, you see Drago at the helm, yelling orders, and you can see all the men scurrying about. Where do you go? What do you do?
Oi, Jack Drago! What's going on?
You're gonna find this really funny and really hilarious, but I think we're being chased by pirates. They have a much bigger ship than us. We need, but we are going to get away. And he gives you like a thumbs up. He's like, he dodges, and you see like a cannonball just passed right by the water. He literally, there's no way it was even close to him. He was just doing it for effect.
How far would that ship be away from us?
It's about 1,000 meters now. It's very far. It's 1 kilometer, really.
All right.
That's outside the range of the arquebus.
Yeah. But because I know Tyler, I know Mirkrid would totally do this. Let me roll a crafting check for Mirkrid. Man, that was really close to a 20, but it was a 2. So that still makes it an 18. He's like, alright guys, gather some of the gunpowder. I got an idea. Here's what we're gonna do. And do you all listen to him as he gathers you around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. He's like, I need you to take 3 gunpowder barrels, and I need you to choose which ones we don't need. And he's like telling that to Drago, and Drago points them out, and I'm guessing you guys take care of that, like you guys grab it and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna set up mines. All right. It's just something that came to me. Here's what's gonna happen. He takes one of his arrows. He's like, it's really simple. Take out half of the gunpowder, make sure it floats, and then we're gonna watch it go boom. Toss it, and he's like, alright, now I want you guys to toss it over here, and over there. Everybody listens?
How heavy are those barrels?
How strong are you?
I'm strong-ish.
Okay. I would say that they're on a smaller side. So they're maybe like 3 feet long, if we're talking about that. I would say half filled with powder, they would be about maybe like 40 pounds or so. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
What is our as I'm tossing over the barrel, what is our backup plan?
Who are you asking? Drago or Mercred?
I have
Like-
no clue what I'm gonna do. I'm out of range.
Mercred's like, I don't have a backup plan.
Hmm.
He's like, this is the best I can do.
Oh, hopefully.
Jeez.
Let's see. Meters. It's like every
Alright, so
meter is
he's
3
like-
feet, I think.
yeah, he's like, alright, wait for it. You're thinking of yard, by the way.
No,
Yeah,
meter,
a yard is 3 feet.
A meter is close to 3 feet.
It's close to 3 feet, but not 3 feet.
That's why I said 3 feet.
Anyway, he's like, wait for it. Wait for it. And then he snaps his finger, and you can see as that gunpowder barrel goes floating closer and closer. Boom! It explodes, and you can see like it definitely shocked the pirates. And then he's like, wait for it. He's got this like sinister, shit-eating grin on his face. He's like, wait for it. Boom! You see, this time it hits the hole, and now you can see like the pirates starting to panic and shit. And then he's like using his wait, I think he has that, right? Yeah, he's using his tracker's goggles and stuff to like look. He's like squinting really hard. He's like, alright, wait for it. Boom! These guys are at full stop, and you can see their ship starting to tilt.
Hey, Drago! It's listing!
Drago's like, okay, we're good, and he just like, of course, he's just like, all right, I'm not going back for that. We'd have to swim for it. And then Mirkrid's like, you can thank me later, and then just goes back to crafting. So, Tyler, if you're watching, fuck you. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Damn, shit.
The man literally has an answer for everything, and you know it's true. Tyler is watching too. I hope I'm doing Mirkrid justice for you, bro. But anyway, you guys continue, and you finally make it, no problems, fine, thankfully, to you can see Khalid in sight. It has a very small port, so it doesn't look like it would be big enough to hold the actual ship itself. But you guys could definitely take one of the rowboats to shore, one of the rowboats to the little port. So Drago's like, I'm going to give this to you, and he says that to Forrest. And it's the paperwork. He's like, you deal with the customs agents. I want everybody to roll an just a general intelligence check to see how well you learned the Holy Kingdom's common.
15 total.
No, you already know it.
Oh
Sonny,
shit,
you're the one teaching.
I forgot.
You're the one teaching. So for you, I would say I want you to roll. We'll just say it's a society check.
see.
My society stats are fucking low.
I'm supposed to be smart. So.
You're not necessarily a teacher, that's why.
17 total.
17 total? Okay, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Can't use that.
Oh, wait, no, 18 total, because my society's 3, not 2.
Okay, there you go. You're not really built to be a teacher, to be honest. And you also had something going against you with that hurricane for that second week. So, let's see how these guys do. What'd you roll, Will?
I haven't rolled yet. I'm trying to decide on my diving.
I got a 17.
Oh shit, okay. I'll say Bruno learned a significant, like maybe a significant amount to be mildly conversational, but not fluent. So you can get by like asking where the bathroom is, where the library is, where the where there's food. Yes, no, you know. You're enough to obviously be a tourist, but to also just not. You also know when like things will turn bad if it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna roll for Tyler. I'll let him do that. Tyler's like, Mirkrid's like, look, you guys really don't need me for this part. I'm just gonna keep on crafting, okay? I'm literally working with shit. I have no workshop whatsoever. First order of business when we get to the capital is getting some land so I can make or a building or something so I can make a workshop. Because it's like working with animals here, and he just like goes back down into the hold.
Mushroom dye would work.
Are we on land now, or are we dealing with the customs?
Oh, you guys are like, you've anchored your ship. Like,
Okay.
You're about to go to Khaled. Now, Chris, what did you roll for Forest?
18. What was the roll again? 4?
Just a general intelligence check.
My intelligence is pretty okay. That's a 20.
20?
Yeah.
Alright, dirty 20?
30, 20.
Alright. You are mildly fluent. You can actually hold a conversation. You know, you sound like a 5-year-old, but you can still take and hold a conversation. Whenever you talk, you have to talk as if you were like, as you know how when people are learning, when people are learning English, you know, like, and yeah, you already know. You have family members that talk like that.
I have kids.
Yeah.
I didn't
There you
talk
go.
to my kids for the first 7 years of their life.
Oh my
I
god.
just shouted at them.
You just shouted at them. So,
I
You
rolled
already
a
know.
dirty 28 too.
you rolled a what?
A dirty 28 too.
There you go. Same circumstances, Chris. You're conversational, but you sound like you're 5. So you're basically a person that's learning the language, and you're getting close to mastering it. I mean, you're getting close. You're way better than you were before. The thing that really held you guys back specifically was that week where you were dying of dehydration and stuff from the hurricane and the nausea.
Not a bad
See-
comeback given the circumstances.
Absolutely not. You guys are very studious. So he's like Drago's like, look, this time I'm not getting off with you guys. I'm not going to talk to anybody because I feel like maybe something will happen. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll make a mistake again. Who knows? I don't want it to happen again. So I'm just gonna stay on the ship, and we'll see what we do. Okay? See how you guys do. If things go to shit and I hear explosions and dying and shooting and stuff, I'm going to leave you. Fair?
Fair?
Okay. Just so I don't want to. I'm just letting you know now, because I just don't want you guys coming to seek revenge on me or something later down the line if shit goes bad. Okay.
I'm also not gonna do any talking. I'm just gonna go look for hockey. So I cannot be blamed for anything that happens.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man, sir.
Yup.
Yeah.
How are we gonna go about this first?
So you guys, that's you guys, yeah.
Well, we're going to blend in until we can go and get more information.
Drago's like, how are you going to blend in? This is very obviously not a ship from this kingdom. You know that, right?
I understand that.
Okay, just making sure. I'm just, you know what?
We already docked.
I'm going to step away. I'm going to
We
step
already
away.
docked.
No, you guys are like stepping into the rowboat. I'd say it's up to you. What are you guys doing right now? Are you guys having this conversation while you're rowing?
I was gonna say before we left.
Okay.
Forrest, can you spot or does he still have the telescope, the viewfinder or whatever from Drago, or Drago has that back?
Drago took that back a while ago for sure.
Can I ask Drago if he can survey the people and see what their clothing is like, what the general clothing is like?
He's like, no. Here. He just gives it to you. He's like, I'm not going to do that. You do that.
Alright, sure. I'll give it my best.
So roll a perception check with a +2. What's it called? Circumstance bonus.
What's the in the meantime, what's the general weather in this area?
Oh, it's very nice. Like you get the feeling that these guys weren't even hit by the hurricane. It's funny because as you're observing it, you can see there's this small little village built into the coast, right? And similar to the fort that you guys had escaped from and broken your friends out of, you can see that at the top of this large cliff over with this, it's gotta be a beautiful view from there. There's this large mansion you can make the bright red roof of. You can make it out from where you are, and Athir would point that out and say something like,
Pretty sure that's where the Baronet lives.
yeah. Good
Pretty
job.
sure.
What does a 19 get me?
A 19 gives you, you can see that there are people there. There are no actual guards on the coast itself, in that small village. You just see a couple of people milling about, wearing rough spun clothing, maybe even of hemp, but it looks like it's very rough. You can see they're not clean, they're dirty. It looks like they don't really have the luxury of anything that other than going into the ocean and washing. It looks like they don't have anything that would allow them to clean themselves thoroughly and cleanly. Yeah, definitely no soap.
Would I have time to change?
Yeah, you guys haven't left yet. You can see a couple people standing on the dock as well, and they are looking towards your ship curiously. If you look closely, you can see it's an older man, and then a young teen. You can't really tell whether it's a boy or girl from this distance, but they look like they're lean So it looks like, and they're standing at the end of the dock, like closest to land, and the man is standing at the end of the dock closest to the sea. So it looks like the kid is waiting for something.
Can an angle be found for them to be lined up for a single shot? Is anyone around them?
Yeah, there's a couple of other townsfolk, a couple of village folk who are like just observing
Okay,
from like a fence and stuff like that. You can see like there's a lady that looks like she's a rough and tumble type of gal, and she's smoking from a pipe watching you guys, like watching the ship.
Seems like we're being watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're approaching a dock. We're going to be watched.
So
You
I'm
can
gonna question our approach, but I'm gonna change to. The only thing I have is like explorer clothing. I think I
Yeah.
have chainmail and then explorer clothing.
Mm-hmm. You also have some studded leather too, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like in terms of like.
Oh, non-armor things. Like the chainmail is.
Damn, fuck. No, that doesn't work with the initial plan of being two separate parties. Because maybe we could be escorts to Athera.
Are you guys still discussing this on the ship?
Oh yeah. Plan.
Drago's there, and he's like, "It's really obvious, isn't it?" He's like giving you a look like, "It's super obvious." Do you need me to tell you? Okay. Oh my God. All right. By the 9. Look. Her. This is gonna really impact, obviously, you know, the translation thing, but maybe you guys can just pretend to be very dumb. It works. You know, you'd be surprised how accepting people are of the dumb. You know, you can just say that you were kicked off the boat because you're dumb. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he gives Forrest and Jovak and Bruno a look. He's like, I believe in your acting skills, but she can't go with you and translate. What you can do is, under the cover of night, slip off the ship and swim to shore. And he like gives you like he gives your arm a little shake. He's like, look at you, you're muscly. You're very muscly. You know, you can do it. You'll be fine. I'll give you something. I'll give you a little empty barrel so you can put your stuff in, and you know, it doesn't have to be wet, and it doesn't have to weigh you down in the water. You know, tie a little rope. You know, do some special ops shit. Let's go. You know.
Oh yeah.
He gives you a high five. Do you respond? Do you give him one
Yes,
back?
I do.
He's like,
Hold it back.
it's like, yeah. It's very Top Gunny.
I'm really glad you were able to bring us along. You have some good ideas from time to time.
It's never going to happen again.
I'll make sure of it.
This is me as the GM telling you it's never going to happen again.
Well, farewell, if that's what it means.
That's not what that means. It means like I usually don't have good ideas like this. So this is just a stroke of brilliance from the gods.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I'm still going to change into I'll switch to studded leather instead of chainmail. So I'll go ahead and do that.
All right. So, you guys ready to go?
I walked away to go look for hockey.
So you're just like walking all over the ship, hockey, like that.
Yes.
You don't know where he is.
I'm going below deck, checking every single room.
Hockey. Can you yell at it for me?
Hockey, where are you, buddy? Hockey, hockey, come here. Quack, quack, quack. Come on, buddy. Where are you? Let me hear. Let me hear you. Hockey.
Do the hockey call again. What was it?
Quack, quack, quack.
Oh my
You gotta
gosh.
put like some like effort into it, dude.
That was my
Yeah.
You
effort.
gotta like,
And a
you
lot
gotta,
of
like
effort.
wait, hold on. You gotta do like the.
Oh.
Oh man. Alright, hold
It's
on.
not that hard. It's
That's how you know Sonny's hunted duck before.
no. I used to. I played the trumpet in 3rd grade. I used to play the trumpet. No, you literally just like.
You see how weird that sound?
That's like you go like.
Oh my god.
Like that.
Yeah, you picked it up.
I don't even know if I should try again. Okay, let me see.
That man is gone.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing
Did you
anymore.
just say cuckoo?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
So I moved my arquebus
Mhm.
with the silver tripod into my bag of holding. I have my battle axe on my back, the clan dagger on one side, the clan pistol on the other, and I have a concealed holster, so that's going to be on the back for my hand crossbow. But like my bag of holding is going to be on my back, like a backpack. So like I don't have like as much as I look, basically. So that's how I'm going in on the boat.
Okay. Is anybody else doing something similar?
I
I'm
think I'm.
handing off some of my my equipment to Jobak, since he's wait no, it's not Jobak that has the bag of holding. It's the yeah, you have.
I
the
have
bag
I have one. I have one. Yeah, that's my level 4 magic item. So I have one.
Jobak, can you hold on to some items for me?
Sure.
I'm gonna have you hold on to my short bow, my ever burning torch, and I'm going to let you hold on to my tripod.
Okay. What was the first thing you said?
Short bow, composite.
Short bow. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and add that. Composite short bow. Give. Move. Bag of holding. Your tripod and your ever burning torch.
That's correct.
Okay. And it's just a plain tripod?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Burning torch. Bag of holding. And tripod. Okay, so I am. Yeah, I got plenty of space. Okay. Alright, I got that all in my bag.
All right, perfect. I'm pretty much done with my ice preparation right now. So so I'm ready to go when everybody else is ready to go.
You're literally waiting just on Bruno as he's wandering throughout the ship, calling for hockey.
Is no one else gonna help me find hockey?
I don't know. The rest of the crew is just like looking at you sadly.
I'm gonna leave some of hockey food out to see if he will come out and eat it.
You can see Lowry like looking at you like. Yeah. He gives you like a sympathetic pat on the back.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, make sure no one eats the food. It's for hockey.
I will. Don't worry. He'll have food.
Thank you. And then I walk towards the crew and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Alright. So now you guys have hopped into the rowboat, and you can see Brian there he's like, you ready? You guys ready?
Yep.
Ship out,
is he gonna change at all? It's like pointing at Bruno. Bruno, you're still wearing all your drip, bro.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm changing.
What are you doing? Are you just like taking off your jacket and stuff? What are you putting away?
I'm putting everything away. I'm just gonna have like a basic ass shirt and shorts.
Okay. You're not gonna even have shoes? You're taking off your shoes?
I have shoes on.
Okay.
If I had
Alright.
sandals, I'll put on sandals, you know, Jesus sandals.
The Jerusalem 10s.
Yeah, Jerusalem 11s.
Oh my god. Alright, so you're wearing your Jerusalem 11s, you got your shorts, you're wearing just like a very loose kind of billowy blouse type shirt.
It's got the Gaza stripe going down it.
God. Anyway, and Brian's like, alright, now that's better. Alright. He just starts rowing you guys. He's like, so, you guys got a plan?
Plan. We need to at least just dock and find out what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You're not there, Sonny.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot.
Athir's watching from the
Yeah.
deck, and as you're watching and you guys are explaining your idea to Brian, Drago like slides up, leans right up against the railing, and he's like next to you, Athir. He's like, "What's up?"
Can I jump now?
Can you what?
I'm still on the dock, right? I'm waiting.
Oh, you're on the ship. You're waiting. Yeah.
Waiting, yeah.
He's like, "Sup?" He's like,
You're
"Sup?"
you're a special.
That was a
Not
good
even
idea.
acknowledging that he's there.
That was a good idea, right? Yeah. Yeah. He's like doing the,
Yeah.
like.
Probably the only good one you've had.
Hey, if you get to know me better, you'll see I have a lot of great ideas.
I have no intention on doing so.
My charm usually works very well.
Fun?
I am not your type, am I?
No.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, so what are your plans there? I know what are you guys going to blow shit up? Because like I said, if you do, I'm out. I'm leaving.
My plan is get in, get out.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Get in and get out.
Okay, get in and do what? Like,
Do what I need to do.
you are being very, very withholding right now, and it's very mean. He's like, look, I'm sure we can be wonderful friends if you give me the chance. Come on, I can help
Did you
you
say
out.
you were gonna leave the moment shit got wild?
I mean, hey, I'm just trying to protect my skin, okay? Like, do you see? You were there. their plan to break me and my compatriots out was to cause a distraction by destroying the town. Now, I understand the concept of no witnesses, but that town is much too large to go out and murder everybody. It was a great idea, but it was, I don't know, I think it could have been better executed. You know? It was a little bit by the seat of the pants, you know, like and that's usually how I operate, but I don't want to be operating with people like that all the time. You understand? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Better than you operate, isn't that how you got into prison?
He's like, yeah. And that's why I don't want everybody with me to operate like that. You get me? You know, we need some variety.
Understandable.
So what are you going to do when you get in there?
I'm gonna see if a guy I used to know still lives there.
Somebody you used to know? I love that song. The bards sing it all
Great
the time.
song.
He's like, have you thought about how you're going to go about the conversation?
I think I'm just gonna try and pick up where I left off. With my family, at least.
Where did you leave off? Can I ask?
On relatively good terms. There was never a massive fallout. Just kind of drifted.
Okay. My question to you is this. What does this guy have to do with your family?
They did trade a while back.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, they
that was
did
a
trade
complete
a while
sentence.
back. Yep.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was a complete sentence.
To
How-
share the music kind of like kind of led you to believe, oh, like there's something else, but continue. My bad.
He's like, so this guy's a businessman then, yes?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. He's like, he pats you on the shoulder, he's like, look, you're young, right? I mean, how old would you say Aether is? Like,
Probably like early 20s.
early 20s? Yeah. He's saying that, and he's a half elf, half lizard man. So he's like, you don't know how old he is. But he's like, look, let me give you some advice. When dealing with a businessman, all they care about is money. So you have to bring something to the table. Now, I don't know what you intend to do, but there are a couple of options that you should think about. And he's like, look. He's like presenting his face.
Yeah.
And he points to the boat. And he's like, he gestures down into the hold. He's like, maybe what you need to get your foot in the door is a little betrayal. You don't know. I don't know, it's just an idea. It's something that, because from what I've heard of you speak of this man, you don't have any particular connection to him, so I don't think you will betray us for him, but I do think we could provide an incentive you do not have. You understand? Because you haven't, I mean, unless you're hiding something on your body that is worth a lot, I do not think you have anything that he wants. And look, you're pretty and all, but you're not that pretty. Okay? So,
It's bold of you to assume I don't have something he needs.
he's like, he gives you a look. He's like, "Come on, you're amongst friends." I will drop you the second that it's very dangerous for me, but you know, like, I will also, like, but at least I'm honest about it, you know?
I'll give you that.
Yes, Will?
Mirkwood is staying on board.
Yeah,
Okay.
for now.
Oh.
For now, we'll see what happens with Tyler's decisions later. He's like, look, it's just an idea, okay? Because I see how you are with them, and I see how you are with the people here, and I see how you are with those people. And
How
he's
exactly
like,
am
he's like, you, my dear, you have a hatred for these people, down to your bones, don't you? And I don't mean them specifically, I'm talking about your people. The citizens. Or maybe even, or just the people in power. I don't know. Maybe you have authority issues. I don't know. Who knows? But I know that you're not loyal to this kingdom. Obviously, you're with us. So, I have no fear of you betraying me. Or them. Yeah. You're easy to read. You're like an open book. I mean, do you know how easy it would have been to just specifically be the translator for these guys? And then whenever you needed to let go of them, you could have just left and disappeared into the rest of the kingdom. You want this kingdom to fall. I see you.
You're not wrong.
Yes. So, I can trust you not to betray them, and that's good enough for me. For me to suggest this to you. Don't tell anybody that I helped you with this. Especially if it goes south, because then they're gonna come for me, and I don't need that in my life, you know? Like, the only coming for me I want to happen is, you know... That's the only thing I want. But... yeah. So... it's just a suggestion. Also, you look really poor. That's why I thought you didn't have anything about you. And he's saying this, and he has like, he's got this like beautiful cloak and stuff like that. Like he's decked to the nines. Like this dude is just drip personified, and you know he spent a lot of money on his clothing. He's like, so, you know, if you ever need style tips, I got you. And then he's like, go. I guess you should wait till nightfall. So, I'll have the boys prepare your things.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah. All right, newbie. And then he just goes into his cabin. And do you want to know? Do you want to have an idea of what's going on? Because there are some noises coming from the cabin.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
All right, you hear some giggling and you hear him go, "I'm back, bitches," and then he's like, and like you can hear the creaking of like a bed, and obviously maybe he jumped or maybe he's doing something. You don't know. But you hear, and then you hear the
Gianna noises.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I've corrupted you. Good.
Hold on, wait. Alright. How expensive was that rum in the downstairs in that little cellar?
Ooh.
How expensive was that? Was that like top tier shit?
You know what? Roll a society check.
Let's see.
Now, I'm gonna say you have a...
total.
Huh?
22 total.
We'll say it's 24 total, because I was gonna give you a 2 plus 2 perception, circumstance bonus, because you are a native to the Holy Kingdom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is some expensive shit.
How many are there?
There are 2 barrels. One of them is already opened, that's the one you guys were drinking out of, and the other one's full.
Let's take
They're
the
small.
one.
They're small little kegs. You know what I mean? They're like little. It's like a little tiny keg.
Where's that empty barrel he gave me to float on or tie myself to?
He hasn't given it to you yet, but it's gonna be like the crew's gonna give it to you later when night starts to fall.
Do I have a little like quarter to myself in the ship or whatever?
Not necessarily. It's more like because the ship is small. But you could find a little bit of privacy, like in the storeroom or something.
I'm trying to figure out. I don't have a cloak, do I? No, I don't.
You do. You have the
Oh,
dueling
I
cloak.
do?
Yeah, the dueling cloak.
How big is that shit?
It's not that big. The dueling cape. You have a cape. You can wrap. It's big enough. You can wrap it around your arm. So think like you ever played Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I have.
You remember Ezio's little half cape he has on his arm? Yeah, it's like about that big.
Let's chuck it in there.
Oh, you're gonna put it. You're gonna wrap it in that. Yeah, go for
I'll
it.
wrap it in that.
Roll a thievery check because I want to see if you can get away with this with nobody noticing.
Shit. I just rolled a nat 20 plus 11.
Yo!
11, Jesus Christ.
Yo! Good
My
job.
next roll is gonna be like 2 because it's online.
That's good though. Alright, so 31. That's a critical success. I would say you managed to wrap it in such a way that it looks like. The thing is also, it looks like it's a it'll be easy for you to use your concealing leisure domain, which is you're trying to conceal an object. So you so I'm gonna say that your 31 total is what people have to beat to even see the object because you're just keeping it on the move, making sure nobody sees it. So that's something that you have. Remember that, concealing leisure domain. So.
Good to know.
Yeah. Night would have fallen for you, but we're gonna go back to the boys. You guys get to the docks now, and you can see like this old man wearing this, literally just a tunic and like not even any shoes, and he's got rough skin. He looks leathery as can be. He's got these like droopy eyes, but you can see that there's a lot of alertness there. And he's speaking to you, and you can only get the words. You can only understand the words. What doing here? Like, what doing here?
Here, stopping for things. Papers.
He gives.
Paper, don't off ship.
He takes the paper. And he's like,
I'm gonna roll perception. I'm kind of eyeing out the operation in this guy's area right now.
okay, you're not eyeing him?
No, I'm just looking around.
Okay.
Generally seeing if there's something out of place, anything that sticks out as a point of interest to me.
Alright.
While he's going over the paperwork, and I rolled a 16 plus.
Like he's literally holding the paperwork like this. Like, he's like,
Can I roll perception to see how well he's doing?
yeah, go for it.
So this dice tower.
What'd you roll, Chris?
It's a 28.
28. Yeah, there is no operation. The operation is just straight up. It is what it seems. You know, like these are very poor people that live in poor conditions, but you know they serve those above them.
I rolled an 18 total.
He's holding it upside down. He's not reading it. He doesn't know how to read. Like he's like nodding. He's like nodding, staring at it, but his eyes have not moved. He's just staring at it. Like
I'm gonna look back at Forrest and Bruno with the thought in my mind, this might be easier than we thought. I don't say that out loud, that's like in my head, but like I'm looking back and forth at them like
he's like, and he hands back you the paperwork, and he's like, you can understand. Good. And then
Food? Rubbing my
No.
belly.
like
Where food?
I'll do a hand symbol. I'll put it to my hand in case you didn't understand that.
he's just like food. For us.
What?
He's like food for us.
What?
He's just like he looks back at the boy and you can see that it's a boy. He's like Afi, and then you can. And then he starts speaking, and he's like, it's dumb. So, and then you can see that kid like giving you like a really pitying look. He's like, And then he speaks to the older man, and he's like, dumb, yeah, off ship.
Can I tell him paper us equal you?
You can try. You can like you wouldn't get equal. What you would be able to say is like paper us you type of thing.
Sure.
Something like that.
Was that deception? Or diplomacy?
Yeah.
What would I add?
Deception.
That's a 16 total.
A 16 total?
Yeah.
Alright. They're just like looking at you confused. They're like, Hey! And then they just they tell you to come. And you can hear the kid talking to the old man. He's like, yeah, dumb, strong. Dumb, that strong. So he's like, as you guys are like being led, they take you to like the farm area, and they just start giving you work. And they're like, the kid Athi, he's like, no, follow, you didn't teach you.
I'm gonna turn to Jova. Where is this kid taking us? I'm saying it in wait, you don't know Elven, do you?
I do. 1 second.
Alright,
Yeah, I know of him.
the kid is human. I'm gonna let you know that. Just FYI. Alright? The kid is human. Are you guys paying attention to your surroundings?
Well, remember, I have my
That 28.
Chris was doing that.
You
Yeah.
notice that, like, observing you from afar, that woman that Jovak had observed before, that's an elven woman. But she's, like, built like a shit brick house. She's fucking strong.
You're gonna whisper? Or are you gonna just talk?
It's not me talking alright, I'm looking at you, I'm kind of like leaning towards you as I...
Okay, so you're trying to be subtle about it. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I'm not just...
Alright, when you do that, I want you to roll a stealth check, kind of, because, like, you're trying to be very stealthy about it, and you're trying not to attract attention. And this stealth check is gonna go for whatever interaction you guys have as you're trying to talk to each other.
33.
Jesus
Ah,
Christ,
damn.
bro.
We have soliloquies in front of people.
Well, he does. What about
Sure,
you
sure.
and Bruno? Bruno, you get a -2 circumstance bonus, by the way.
Why?
Your head's not in the game, bro. You're thinking about hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
I will find hockey.
I know, I believe you.
Let's go with the weed die. 25 total.
What about you, Brunochi? Brunoki. It's a stealth check. Your stealth is really good.
Let me see.
Remember that.
Let me see. Oh, I know that.
Okay.
29.
What? With the -2?
Oh shit.
Still
27.
27. Yeah, no, you're
Yep.
good. Your head may not be in the game, but you do know how to maintain some level of subtlety, especially since the last time you didn't bit you in the ass really hard and you learned your lesson. So
He remembers it this time.
So yeah, you guys are. This is gonna be your general check for when you guys are talking to each other, trying to be subtle. So what do you guys? What did you say, Chris? Again? Like,
Where is this kid taking us? Something
And-
is off.
I think he said something about a work field or something, teaching us to do something.
you can see the kid turn around, and he's like, he's taking you to a tool shed, and he's like, he pulls out a hoe, and he gives it to you, Forrest. And then he pulls out another one, and he's like, and he goes like this to you. He's like, follow. What did I teach you? And he's like showing you the motion, and he's giving you like that bland smile people give people when they're dealing with somebody who's mentally deficient and they're trying to get through to them. he's like
I put my hand out, not to grab the
no, I know you're just like that, yeah.
Like, no.
The kid sighs, he's like, you that is work for a food.
Money? And I pull out 2 silver. Food. Money.
He snatches it. He's
Uh,
like, do you let him? That's the
no,
question.
First off, no.
Okay.
First off, no. And plus, my sleight of hand is high.
Your sleight of hand's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Could I have elbowed him before this happened? Before he offered to?
Oh, you would have elbowed Forrest?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. So
Yeah, I was gonna elbow you.
as like
Hey.
as you pull out the coin to offer, you get elbowed by Jovak.
Yeah, there's no lower currency. I'm like, take one back.
There is, you guys just don't have it because you're used to operating in large amounts.
Okay, so yeah, just take one back. One should be fine. And like Elvin.
Let me adjust your volume a little bit higher. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was whispering. My bad. No, I'll say like whispering. Take one back. Like one should be fine.
Roll a thievery check versus his.
Who, me?
Yeah,
That's a 30.
that's a 30. Forrest, in all of your time, nobody has ever gotten close to taking a coin from your hand directly, but this kid was very close. You can see some potential there. Because he has very quick hands. You managed to snatch it back before he got you, but you felt his fingertips brush yours, like as you were doing that. Like it was almost too fast for Jovak and Bruno to see. It was extremely impressive.
My eyes widen up a little bit, but then
And one thing you notice too is like when you pulled out those coins and talked about food, you can see his eyes lit up with mischief, and he's got this little smirk on his face, and he's like nodding along. He's like, "See," he's like, "Abrasi, abrasi."
You only saw one coin or two?
It's not even that. It's not even that.
Okay.
And he like looks at you guys and he's like, He's paying attention to your ears, and he sees Bruno's ears. He's like,
he wouldn't
And he
have
starts
noticed
speaking-
our eyes. Our
Huh?
eyes. He said he wouldn't have noticed our eyes. Our eyes are, other than the ear, our eyes are our most notable features as an elf.
Yeah. No, I mean he wasn't actually paying attention to you guys before because he thought you guys were dumb. Like he was just like, oh, it's just workers for the field, you know. Now he's like, He speaks in Elvish with a noticeable accent, and he's like, I see. So you guys are not as dumb as you look, or is it we're pretending to be?
Is the dialect
Elvish is like it's basically like, imagine how Spanish has different slang and dialects and accents and stuff like that, and that's how it works with racial languages in different parts of the world. So like how a Cuban can talk to a Colombian and they'll have completely different slang, or how an Argentinian can talk to a Spaniard and they'll like there will be different slang and different pronunciations and stuff like that. So like his pronunciation for certain words is off to you, but he is speaking it in a like you can understand. So he's like, the only thing is common is the only thing that separates these empires and kingdoms and stuff like that, because they've already been, any racial kingdom in this part of the world has for the most part been conquered or has integrated into a larger entity. So there's a lot of cultural mishmash, but one of the things that have stayed true is the specific racial languages that they grew up with. So he's like,
What? You said I wouldn't have noted. I wouldn't have seen it. The
No, he moved so fast that it was almost too fast for you to see. And it's, this kid's got potential. He's like, so you came here. See, the thing is, my grandfather, he thought you were just idiots that were being sold as workers, or just being dropped off because you were dumb. So, but I see you here for a reason. Do you actually need food, or what are you trying to do?
So, I slipped the coins back out of my because I slipped it into my glove. Like,
Yeah, I know you. Okay.
Right, and then I slip it out, and then I start flipping it around my fingers. I'm like, how would you like to earn?
He tried to
coins?
snatch it again, but this time he was a lot slower. But you were able to pull it away easily. He's like, it's worth a try.
I'm holding it out like this. I'm like, you want to earn this 2 coins?
What do you need?
We need a guide. Maybe some answers of the area.
Okay.
Where's the closest
Look,
tavern?
we don't have a tavern. We're fed in the. We have separate homes. This is a very small village. We work for the Lord above, and as he says that, he looks up at that mansion.
Does he look emaciated? Does he look does he look like he's well fed?
I'll give you a description. He's wearing a rough spun tunic. He's girded his loins. Do you understand what that means? That's not that's an actual thing you do with a tunic. It's like you wrap it around, and it's like he's wearing shorts, kind of. He's wearing these rough sandals that were obviously hand woven, and he is mildly emaciated, but he looks like he's strong-ish, he's thin, but he's wiry. He's wiry,
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, he's a wiry guy, but it looks like he definitely has the potential for more type of thing, but he's still just a kid, and he's got this shock of dark curly hair and intelligent black eyes, and he's and his cheeks are thin, and he's got a sharp chin, and his hair goes down to his shoulders, and he has a little band around his head to keep the hair from getting in his face, type of thing. And he's got darker skin, very a dusky skin tone. He's a little bit lighter than you are, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's
What is your
giving.
name? What's your name, boy?
Afi.
Alfie?
Yeah.
Alfie.
Afi.
Alfie.
Afi.
Athi.
Mhm.
That's it.
Something. Yeah, that's basically it.
One last question. Where
Hmm.
could we settle down for the night? Place to
Oh,
stay?
my grandfather was just going to have you sleep in the barn with the livestock. No. What are you here for? This is very curious. This is new. And he looks excited. He's like, I can tell you are dangerous.
Everybody's dangerous.
Debatable.
Not everyone is as quick as you.
Yes. That's why my grandfather had me at the end of the dock when you guys were coming up.
I toss him the 2 coins.
You don't even know where he put it.
I'll be looking for you later on. Let's just settle in for now and and rest for a while.
You're not trying to draw attention, yes?
Correct.
Do some work.
If that's possible.
Do some work. You may find it here his tone gets a little mocking. He's like, and you may find it a little demeaning, but if you don't want to stand out in this little village, you need to put in some work.
There's nothing wrong with a hard day's work.
Okay. And he's like looking at Bruno, he's like, does this one talk?
I do.
Oh, okay. He pulls out from the shed. He gets a plow out. You have the hoe, Forrest, of course. You know, the hoe for the hoe. And he gives what else would he need?
A pickaxe?
No, that wouldn't work for this, but yeah, you know what? He gets Bruno, he's like, alright, come follow me. You look like the weakest of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he says that to you, Bruno. He's like he pays attention. Like, the person that does have the most strength is the person that has the least amount of strength amongst you three is Bruno. But it's a close thing because you guys look like you're around the same level, you and Forrest. But he already committed to giving Forrest the hoe. So he's like, come, we've milked the cows.
Sure.
So we'll say that by now nighttime has fallen. Bruno and Forrest and Jovak, you guys would have finished your work, and you would be chilling in the barn as.
Hang on.
What were you gonna say?
Can we roll, or I guess, can I roll a perception to see, the going about town or of this area while we do the work?
Yeah, you could be able to get an idea of it.
Okay, anything of note, or do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah, roll for it, please. I mean, you already have an idea of it purely because you scoped it out beforehand. And you would have been able to see more in depth, and you can see that there are people working.
Okay, so specifically, are there I guess like a hierarchy?
Yeah. It seems like,
and then who is
you would have noticed that
heading toward the Baron's place. Like, who might be going in and out,
I was about to tell you. So you would have noticed as you're working, subtly peeking around that
19 perception total.
Yeah, that's more than enough. You would have noticed peeking around that there are plenty of people that are going about their work, and a lot of them are working the farm. Some of them, you can see that there's actually an orchard that people are picking specific like fruits. You don't know exactly what they are from where you are, but you do know that there's plenty of workers there. You're working specifically a farm that looks like it handles wheat or something wheat-like.
Am I tall enough to see over the wheat?
You're working the ground, getting it ready to make sure that you can plant it. And you can see Athi is actually like moving around and dealing with livestock at the moment. So it's kind of like a double worked farm. So it's like there's the wheat fields and there are the livestock. So you can, and as night falls, he comes back to you guys and brings you some food. And what you are offered is some hardtack jerky and some water from the well in the center of the village, and also some very tough stale bread. And he passes it out to you guys, and then he takes his portion, and he starts speaking to you in Elvish, and he's like, "My grandfather told me to keep an eye on you, lugheads." So he still thinks you're dumb.
I was gonna receive the food with 2 hands and say thank you, but yeah, go ahead.
And you can see him like pour a little bit of the water into the bread and try to make it softer, and
I'm just gonna chew into the bread.
using your rock dwarfiness for a maximum potential, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. So then, do you, Forrest and Bruno, do you guys eat?
Yeah, I eat.
Okay.
Continue eating, but like in terms of like the bread, like I'm just gonna chew through the bread, and I'll have the jerky and sip some water as well. But yeah, I'll eat.
Alright. Forrest?
What's that?
Are you eating?
I am eating. I am famished right now.
Yeah, you guys put in a hard day's work. This is the most honest day's work you've ever done in a long time. And with that, I'm gonna switch over to Athir. Athir, you have been provided your barrel, and it's large enough that you could fit in it yourself. So, like, how stripped down are you going? Are you just what are you doing?
I'll probably put the rum and then my arquebus in the barrel.
And nothing else? What else are you putting
or
in?
Or the spike chain.
Okay.
Put that in there too. And then I'll keep the kukri on me.
Okay. And alright. So that means your dueling cape and your studded leather are remaining on, and your small clothes and your regular clothes are on. Okay. So you can see Drago watching from the helm as he has Lowry and Brian specifically are the ones lowering you into the water.
Mm-hmm.
He's lowering you in the barrel. So, and then they let go of the rope, and Laurie's like, "Well, there you go. There's your rope. Use that."
Mm-hmm.
The fucking rope.
And he's like, "It'd be best going that way, like going in like a half an arc. Hopefully things do not pop off. I would prefer it. You guys are a shit show. Your friends are a shit show, but I like them. So be careful." And so you're running, you're swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Any specific way? Like, are you doing a breaststroke or are you doing a backstroke?
I'll do breaststroke towards the shore.
Alright. How far away from the village are you gonna try and be?
Probably like within a mile.
Within a mile? Okay.
Yeah.
How
far is that baronet's house from me?
Oh, it's very far. Because
Yeah.
remember, it's up a cliff.
Yeah.
So
Let's just focus on getting to the
shore, yeah. So let's say I want you to roll an athletics check. Let's see how you do.
Alright. 15 total.
15 total?
14. If
14?
my athletics are 9, and then I rolled a 6.
Oh shit. Alright. You are really struggling. You're not really a swimmer. You're just like
I'm not drowning.
you're like occasionally spitting out the water. Fortunately, you're not drowning, but it does take you an extra bit of time because you're trying not to drown. It would take you about maybe like a full like 45 minutes. It's tough. Like you're like when you finally get to shore, you're coughing up water and you're just like dragging yourself. You're just like you can feel that the barrel that you tied the rope around your waist is kind of just like pulling you back.
Yeah.
So you pull it into the shore and what do you do? What do you do next? You gonna take
Where's
a
the
moment?
closest person? Like, what am I around?
You're closest to the orchard, and that's where that elven woman, that really built elven woman that Jovok saw. Like that's where she was. She was like leaning up against the fence that surrounds it. But you are in the more forested area. Like you guys have kind of stepped out of the desert area of this country and went into a little bit more of the forested area. And now you are in the shoreline, but you still have some cover. Like, fortunately.
Let me walk towards that orchard.
You're gonna walk towards it?
Let's see
Okay.
what's going on there.
Alright. Are you going to take any time whatsoever to dry out or to make sure you don't look like you just came from the water?
Yeah, let's hang. Never mind. Let's do that. Let's bring out some clothes. Smart. I forgot about that. Let's just bring out my clothes for a minute.
Do you want to like start a fire, or are you just letting it naturally happen?
I'll let it naturally happen. I'll wring it out and then shake it out, throw it back on.
Let's say it roll a fortitude check, because it's starting to get a little chilly. It's nighttime. That water was very cold too.
16, 42. 26 total.
Damn, nice.
I'm chilling.
So you are chilling, yes, indeed. But yeah, you guys are. You're doing all right. You managed. It takes you about like 2 hours to get to a point where your shoes aren't squishy, but they're still kind of moist. But it's not completely observable that you were just in water. So night has fallen by now, like completely. It's approaching midnight or so. It's like that's where it would be.
Can I like see the outline of like any houses, like the lights on, and any like?
There are no lights on, but the moonlight is providing you enough light to see some of the outline and stuff like that. You do see the only light you see is probably from the barn. that's across the way, where there was some livestock and some wheat, a wheat field.
Let's go check out the farm.
Okay. Are you making any attempt to be stealthy, or are you just strolling up?
I'm strolling along. I am beelining there.
You're beelining there? You're not
Yeah.
trying to be stealthy at all?
No, I'm just walking there.
Okay. Alright. 1 second. Okay. Are you paying attention to your surroundings, or what are you doing?
Yeah, let's take in what's going on. Do you want me to roll a perception check?
Yes, please.
Right. 15 total.
Alright, that's more than enough. She's not trying to hide. You can see, standing at the doorway,
Mm-hmm.
with the light of her pipe lighting her face as she's smoking, she's breathing in the smoke. That elven woman, like, just observing you as you roll up to that still lit barn.
I can speak Elven. Let me ask her if she's got any,
Well, I mean, you can also speak common too.
yeah, I mean, whatever she speaks, so I'll try both.
Like, this is your country. You have no problem speaking with people, you know. So what are you trying to say? What do you say to her?
Be like, do you have any water, food, anything like that?
She's like, I don't have anything for outsiders like you. Where are you from?
Here.
No
Not the
shit,
closest town.
you're speaking common. You're not from here.
Why is it of any importance to you?
Because it's the middle of the night and you're strolling right into our little village.
I'm asking you for
It's
water.
it's very suspicious.
How so?
You are an outsider. You are the 4th outsider here today. And then she like looks you up and down, and she's like, I can still smell the brine on your clothes. You just came from the water.
Yeah, there was a storm. We got shipwrecked.
Roll a deception check.
I'm like trying to figure out. I don't. 14 total.
14 total?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use this guy. Wait. Oh my god, you can't see it.
Yeah, now I can.
There you go. I'm gonna use this guy. Alright. You said 14 total?
Mm-hmm.
She immediately, like, knocks on the doorway partially with her hand, and she's like, lie.
Do you not see the rope and barrel? I just spit. You do not see the rope and barrel I have on me?
Oh, you took it with you?
Yeah, I'm taking that shit with me.
You're just holding the barrel?
Yeah. I'm holding
She's
it.
like, you expect me to believe that you were in this barrel the whole time?
I had it attached to me.
You
I
didn't
told
go
you
inside?
we were shipwrecked. I had to tie it next to me, take it with me.
And did that ship pick you up?
Wasn't that when I swam?
You swam all of that way from your shipwreck.
Correct. I'm strong. Look at me, I'm built as fuck.
She just starts laughing at you, like, ah, girl. And now that you're close enough, you can tell that your low light vision has adjusted. You can tell that like she's definitely an older woman. Like she's or either that or she's lived a very rough life. Because this is the first time you really see an elf with lines on their face, you know. And
Wait, hold on. Do all elves speak Elven?
yeah,
I'll start talking to her in Elven.
he's like, that's not necessary. You don't have to talk to me in Elven. I just want to know why you're lying to me. That is, you are a shitty liar. she's like, look, I just need to know one thing. And this time she steps to you, and she's towering over you. Like you can see, she's like 6 foot plus. She's got to be like maybe 6'5". You're not used to seeing elven women this built, this tall. And she's like, "Are you a threat to the people here?"
Not the people, just their leaders.
Roll a diplomacy check. We really need to get you dice.
Yeah, 15 total.
15 total? As she opens her mouth. I think this is a great place to stop. Chris.
I'm like trying to fuck with this lady and she's not being receptive.
Oh, not at all. But we'll see what happens. I think this is a good place to stop. Please join us next time on Code Redacted. I appreciate all of you showing up, and I hope you had a good time enjoying it. Hopefully Tyler's with us and he has good news to share next time, because he received some bad news today, and that's why he wasn't able to show up today. We love you, bro. I hope everything works out. So I'm guessing we'll talk. It's probably going to be next Friday that we do it if we can. So see you guys next Friday. It doesn't have the same. I wish we could still do Tuesday or Thursday, because I love the basically calling everybody a cunt by saying see you next Tuesday or Thursday. Lovingly. But thank you guys for joining us. I hope to see you guys next week, next Friday. We are going to be starting at 9 Eastern Standard Time. So see you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one, everybody.
Peace, everyone.
Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.